The National Wages Council is urging firms to trim non-wage costs as much as possible before resorting to any pay cuts or retrenchment. The tripartite body's latest guidelines for employers aim to sustain businesses and save jobs. And they come a month ahead of schedule as the economy braces for a recession brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. So first on the Council's list, flexible work schedules. To make sure workers' salaries don't change even if they're working fewer hours, employers can create a time bank of these unused hours and use them as offsets in future. Firms should also support staff who want to take an extra job to supplement their income. And workers should also be sent for training. And this ties in with the Council's next key recommendation of pressing on with business transformation. It's urging firms to bring forward training and productivity initiatives and calling on those who don't have such plans yet to get help from trade associations. Firms should also set up company training committees with the labour movement to build up capabilities and re-strategize business plans. But even after all this, some firms may still need to trim wage bills. Tripartite partners say there are measures to prevent employers from abusing this, but they hope everyone will work together.
Anytime you need to do wage reduction, you must consult the unions and you must inform MOM, and we will scrutinize those. But I think that we must also operate in good faith and in trust, and this is especially important now, that we will only undertake job wage reductions when is the last resort. And you will take the collective effort of all of us to act in good faith, protect workers, protect jobs, protect companies.
If pay cuts are needed, the Council says management should lead by example, but they should consult unions and employees first. And they should also factor in whether an employee's wages are already impacted, for example, if they are on no-pay leave. The Council says employers can also reduce the monthly variable wage component, which lets them respond more quickly to changes in the business environment. Now, as of 2018, only 11.3% of employers had implemented it. And for those who haven't, it says that they can consider reducing up to 10% of basic wages, with management seeing larger cuts. There should also be clear guidelines on reversing these cuts when business improves. And as for the annual wage supplement, commonly called the 13-month bonus, the Council says employers should pay it out as far as possible. Any wage cuts should also be applied to local and foreign employees fairly. But low-wage workers who earn up to $1,400 a month should get special consideration. So instead of wage cuts, they should get wage freezes. And if employers implement a wage freeze or wage increase across the board, then they should consider a built-in wage increase of up to $50 for these workers. If the company is on its last legs, the Council says retrenchment has to be done responsibly. Firms must notify the Manpower Ministry and consult relevant unions and provide longer notice periods for affected employees, among other things.
We like our employers to be responsible. We don't think that they should take advantage of a situation like that to be benefiting themselves. All right. If we come across cases like that, you know, they have unions. The unions are not going to stand by and allow companies to do that. And the government is also not keeping their eyes closed.